Hey, good morning, everyone, or I guess depending on when you're watching this video, it could be this afternoon. But today, really excited to share with you a conversation with Kristene up in Indiana. So yet again, couldn't be there in person, but we're really trying to maximize the internet and using the tools available to us. And so, Kristene, we're excited to have you today.
Absolutely. I am so excited to be able to be here and be a part of the conversations that you guys have going on right now. It's pretty cool what you guys are doing. So being able to be a part of that, I'm very excited. So I appreciate this opportunity to talk with you.
Well, thank you. We need to do your introduction. So, Kristene, you're a store manager at 1388. Tell us a little bit about Kendall and your store.
Yeah, so Kendallville, Indiana, it's a nice, small little town, very home feeling. We only have one competitor here in the area, so we're very much a part of the community. A lot of our associates here, they're literally family. They're related, their mom, their dad, their siblings work here. So it's very, very tight knit. You hear about Walmart family all the time, but we are definitely a family, and being able to be a part of that and coming into it, I'm really promoted to the role. So exciting to be able to interact with them. I'm very privileged to be able to be in this kind of a community. A lot of gold name badges, so lots of tenure here. So that's always good too.
Absolutely.
So lots of experience.
Well, so that's a great segue. Tell us, can you share a little bit about your Walmart story, how you started with the company, what roles you've done?
Yes, absolutely. I been with the company for 11 years, and I very first started out in another store called Columbia City, a little bitty one, 1425, and I was an overnight cashier. It was just a part-time position, just something to kind of get me through. Not really sure what I wanted to do, and it just grew on me, being able to do more things. The advancement opportunities in Walmart are just non-existent in other areas, so it's fantastic to be able to be a part of that. So I started out as an overnight cashier. I went to an overnight CSM, and then I transferred to a store in Illinois, and I was a department manager of 182, which is all the impulsive stuff, all the candy, all those different things. I did that for a little bit, started my family. I already had, I was pregnant when I went over there. So my husband, his name is Steve. He stays at home with the kids now. So I've got two beautiful children. Walmart's really been able to make that happen for us, that he can stay home with them and have that parent figure at home. So that was when I was in Illinois, and then I was a department manager in Illinois store for apparel, shoes, hosiery, intimates, accessories, which was a lot, but it was really nice to be able to try a different aspect than the food and candy side. After being in Illinois, then I wanted to go and do more, and I went to the management program. And I was an assistant manager and went into Bluffton, Indiana. That's another little tiny town that's just south of Fort Wayne, Indiana. So I was there for just about 2 years as an assistant manager, tried all the different areas as an assistant. Then I wanted a bigger store. So then I went to Maysville Road, Fort Wayne, and I was an assistant manager there. And then I was still hungry for more. I kept wanting to do more things. So then I went into the co-manager role into Warsaw. And I was at Warsaw for just about 18 months, and then I became a store manager here. Luckily, when I was a co-manager, I was able to do the Rising Star program. And had a ton of people really help influence and help in my future and help me grow. So that was a really good experience to travel around Indiana, to be able to go all the different meetings before I became a store manager, so I knew what to expect. And it speaks volumes to what the company's really able to do to help invest back into you, so that you're able to continue to grow and pursue things that you're interested in. And so now I'm here as a store manager.
That's outstanding. And I don't think very many people know about the Rising Star program. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, absolutely. I was actually the guinea pig group. I was the very first group that was able to go to the Rising Star program, and it was something that Judith had helped create. We met with her multiple times, and it was quite a huge opportunity to be able to do so. And it takes 2 high-performing co-managers from the entire region, so only 2 of them. And you go through a year's worth of teachings and trainings to learn different aspects of different stores, see how really good stores look and how to make that happen, ground up stores, really good networking opportunities, so you know who you can reach out to, because there's always going to be questions that you're not going to know the answers to.
Absolutely.
Having those resources available, knowing that that's out there. You're not in your own little neck of the woods all by yourself in case there's something that comes up. They can help you. So we got to meet quite a few individuals, got to tour with a lot of different managers, different managerial styles as well. So you can kind of curtail that to your teachings and trainings that you want, to be able to pass down, because it's all about taking it back and paying it forward, right? And being able to make it for the next stepping stone for the next individual, and just helping be a resource too. So a really good opportunity with the networking aspect. I can't say enough about it.
Sure. No, I think that's great. And I love that you mentioned Judith, because I know that Judith was a big impact on you,
Yes.
specifically. And so can you share a little bit about that? Like, what was so impacting about Judith, our CEO of Walmart International, of course, now?
Yes.
Any moments you can share with us?
It was kind of like starstruck at the beginning, like, oh my gosh, she's right there in front of us. She would talk to you like a normal person, like anybody else, and just would be open to answer any kind of questions that you may have, about things that you personally might be having an opportunity with, or any experiences and things you're looking for. And she really took back feedback. If something was an opportunity, she would really try and find a solution and follow up to it, and get to know you a little bit as a person. She would share her family and those kind of stories, but just how she was able to really curtail the training and teaching and those kind of things. I really think that she took a big piece of that, because of all these, like you're in what you're doing for the academy. She really helped make the teachings and stuff possible to invest back into the associates. And she was very confident, and sometimes there could be an opportunity with women in the workplace and,
Sure.
and having confidence. So she really helped with that. And there was men and women both in this group. But just being able to realize that there's resources there. She was at our graduation ceremony, and there was one of the rising stars had got up on stage and was sitting in her chair and was pretending to be like Judith. And it was so funny. She came in and she's like, you could be in that chair one day. And just like, it was so amazing to be able for her to come in, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, you're in trouble. But
Sure.
but it was like, oh yeah, no, you could totally do that. And you could do more. And she would empower you to want to keep doing more. And she would bring it always back to her family too. So it's not just always about, Walmart and work. She'd bring it about the family and how that helps impact your home life balance. So many teachings and trainings. I can't say enough about Judith. She's really my role models.
Man, yeah, no, I mean, just what you said just now, I picked up a normal person. So many times we start to view some of the bigger home office individuals who come to our stores, and we kind of get scared and we don't want to talk with them. And so it's so good, I think, and I hope our associates recognize that when these individuals do come in, many of them really are down to earth and are normal people, like you said. So that's pretty exciting, that she recognizes that. She is one of, if not the most powerful women in the world. And so to hear that she is, and like you said, a normal person, and can interact and engages and talks about her family. You also said, talks about facing, or not just facing feedback, but hearing that she heard your feedback. And that, I love the part you said, follow it up, because this is probably the biggest lesson we could learn, I know, on a management side. Can we hear feedback from our associates, and then can we follow up well? Great. Those are so many great principles, like you just said, and maybe even has a little sense of humor, because I can see a lot of managers getting frustrated when people, imitate them or for whatever, and to understand that, what, we're trying to have fun here, which has become a really good theme, that we do work hard at Walmart, but we also want to have some fun, and we want to enjoy our place. So that's pretty neat. On your end, anything fun and exciting going on right now is it Kendallville,
Yes.
Indiana?
A ton of things coming up in the community. There's going to be Apple Fest here soon. So that's just down the road, as well. We're very lucky to have so many things that happen. Bluegrass Festival was during Labor Day. And we've had a lot of customers come to us with ideas, things that we could do to help involve the community. We're going to do a craft show here in the store, to where we allow people to set up a booth, and they can do a $20 donation for Riley's, and then set up a booth inside, and then they can, sell their things there and at the booth. So it brings the customers inside, but yet
Yeah.
still have donations for Riley's.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Try and find creative ways, and customers have brought these ideas to us. So we're listening to our customers as well. Anything to help raise money for Riley's. It's a really tremendously impactful hospital that helps so many people. And when you say Riley's, they just know. Or when you say Children's Miracle Network, the customers just know, and they're all about supporting those.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that you brought up Children's Miracle Network, because that's something I want to make sure that a lot of associates maybe don't understand. But Children's Miracle Network is actually a network of hospitals, children's hospitals. And then the donations you receive in your store are localized to that networked hospital. So whatever that hospital is. So in Indiana, it sounds like Riley's is the main hospital there. So that's exciting. And so your store may have one as well, and it's going to go to another local hospital. So make sure you get on that. And I know one of the campaigns right now is, which I'm a fan of, obviously, is Sparking for Kids, hashtag Sparking for Kids. So if you go spark in your store and get customers to spark and spark with the kids, go to the hospital, plan a VAP event, a volunteerism always pays event, and go to your local hospital and spend some time and spark with those kiddos. So, which takes me to my last question. And that is, what does the spark mean to you, Kristene?
I think the spark, it helps to where it's not just a symbol that represents Walmart, but every individual person. Oh, hang on, my light just went out. It's not a timer.
That's awesome. That was kind of a cool retro effect.
Sorry.
We'll leave that in.
Okay, it's energy conservation, right? That's doing it at best.
Sustainability. That's right.
But yeah, Spark, honestly, it's a symbol for Walmart, but every individual person helps make that happen. Every individual person has their own strengths and their own weaknesses, and being able to really shine at work and being able to develop with what those might be, I think is what really makes it to where it's a circle. The spark is a circle, and each peg helps support, make that possible, right? And then when one falls off, it's not going to work. So we need every individual's spark in themselves, their personality, how they learn, how they interact with the customers, all those things, that energy, that positiveness really helps make a difference. And we can't make it happen without every individual person here. So know that the spark, it's a symbol that represents each individual person working together to make one common goal, and that's for our customers. So everybody helps make that happen.
Wow. I think you wrote that out, but I like it. That was amazing. Yeah. The spark has to have every single piece. I love it. It's all about teamwork, and we do really make the difference, and you make the difference when you're together. And so that's a great way to end this. So like I said, like we say always, we can't do it unless we do it together. And so our goal is to rise together. Thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you, Kristene, for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.